G'day there guys and welcome back to Unique Builds. The car is sold actually within about an hour and a half of being on Marketplace. I did have about 20 people hit me up within that hour. No one was, saying that they're actually going to come look at it. We'll give it a test drive. So the last person that messaged me, he just said straight away, I want to buy it, but just mark it as sold. I said I'll mark it as pending. So, actually come have a look at the car. And so he will be here in about 30 minutes. So I will update you guys then. All right, guys, the Celica is sold. We sold the Celica for $2,500, which was quite surprising. I was expecting to be lowballed, but we got asking price. So I originally had the car up for $2,500, and that's exactly what we got. This part right now is being filmed about a week and a half later. We do have another vehicle right behind you, so let's get stuck straight into it, and I'll show you what we got. All right, and here we have it, guys, the 2001 Nissan Pulsar. It's the 1.8 litre ST model. It's got the N16 engine and it's an automatic. I paid $2,000 for this vehicle. So I had about $500 of the budget left because I sold the Celica for $2,500. With that money, I've gone through and bought a few things. The car does need a rocker cover gasket, and I do need to investigate a knocking noise in the right-hand front guard. It doesn't sound mechanical because you can literally shake the car and you can just hear it knocking about. So yeah, we're going to pull the splash liner out and yeah, just try and figure out whatever's making that noise, stop it from making that noise. It needs a very good interior detail because this car was an inland vehicle. So it's got no rust on it. The paint on it is very nice. I've only got a little bit of clear coat peel going on the bumper, but compared to the rest of the car, the rest of the car presents very nice. So I doubt that's really going to affect anything, with the age of the vehicle. So yeah, within the car, living out in a rural place, the interior is very orange from gravel roads. So I'm going to get the oven cleaner out because I don't know if you've ever tried to clean that stuff off, but it does not come off easy, especially with a car that's, probably lived out there for a good 15 years of its life. So yeah, I'm going to be scrubbing it, giving it a good vacuum, figuring out what that noise is in the guard, and yeah, fixing the rocker cover gasket leak. All right, let's get stuck into it, guys. Alrighty, guys, and here we are with the bonnet popped and ready to do the rocker cover gasket. So as you can see, she is quite oily down here, and also at the back. It's a bit hard to show you down there, but yeah, you can see that bolt just there in the rocker cover. They're very oily, so we're just going to get stuck straight into it, rip the cover off and put the new gasket in, and hopefully that stops the leaks. Alrighty guys, and here we have it. I have the surface area all nice and clean. So we are ready to smack the rocker cover gasket back on. And yeah, if you're ever doing this yourself, always make sure to clean your surface areas as good as possible to ensure that you get a very good seal. Alrighty guys, now we have the rocker cover gasket back on. Let's hook into giving this thing a really good detail in the engine bay. As you can see, she is filthy, so we're going to give her a good scrub, make her look pretty, and that should be us done under here. Alright guys, and here we have it. The engine bay has had a bit of a detail, a little bit cleaner. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It's not really worth the time nor the money to go crazy on this. So yeah, but I've got a good majority of the oil down there, a few plastics and hoses up here. I've given a good little scrub, but most of it is just staining. You're not really going to get that stuff off. Alright guys, now we're just going to do something super effective and simple to make these hubcaps look a lot better. I've just got some silver gloss paint, and we're just going to give these a quick hit just to bring them back to life. While these are drying, we're going to move on to investigating the knocking sound that's coming within the guard. Alright, we have found the problem. It is this bit of rubber just here, this massive bit. That bit there goes all the way up to the windscreen. So I think it's meant to run somewhere along in there, but somehow it's all the way down here. So I'm just going to try my best to get it back up there, and hopefully that stops the knocking. Alright guys, now on the interior, we're just going to be using a paintbrush and some water to hopefully get this oranging out of the vents. And yeah, just clean them up, make them look a whole lot cleaner. I won't bore you guys with the cleaning. We'll fly through this pretty quick, and then I'll show you guys the finished product of the car. All right, guys, and here we have it. The 2001 Nissan Pulsar is all done. We fixed the rocker cover gasket, we painted the hubcaps, we've given it a good detail in and outside, and now she's all ready to move on. We also sorted that knocking noise in the guard. All right, and that's going to be it for part 2 of the car flip challenge. So yeah, I'm going to head inside right now, go start editing this video up, get the car listed on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll catch you in the next one once this vehicle sells and we purchase another. All right, cheers, guys.